Good Wednesday evening, everybody. Welcome to the D-pad on Twitch. I'm Jeff,
I'm Dave.
and I remembered to unmute myself this time, so this intro's
Did
already
it.
going better than most.
Killing it.
Yep. A bit of a late start tonight because it's Wednesday, and that happens. But let me begin this load immediately. I think we had a little bit of running around in the harbor to do, so we'll get into the game as quickly as possible, and during the recap, we'll try to do some of this looting and stuff. I don't...
The recap is like 80% lore
Yeah.
catch up for the people who missed it, and like 20% what we did, because what we did was pretty much like, hey, it's an island. Oh god, Kraken.
And a couple of rando, like, fights here and there, and some exploring and stuff, so...
I don't even think I did the thing with the fighters that the title came from.
Oh, really? It's kind of funny.
It didn't really seem to have anything to do with anything outside of just, ooh, Outlaw Rangers.
Oh.
Angry bear named Cuddles.
Alex,
Cool bug we want.
them Masa Hunters coming out
Ah,
next
gotcha.
Friday. Nice.
Yeah, I will likely be holding off until the PC version comes out for Rise, just because I know I'll play it more if it's on PC.
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of predominantly PC gamers. So, like, if it's possible to have it on a PC, I've invested the money in the console, or in the parts for the PC, so...
I mean, Jenny and I both have Switches. She has the fancy Animal
Sure.
Crossing version one.
Of course she does.
But I know. I may have been a part of that. One of ours is breaking, so I was like, Jenny, we could replace it, or we could replace it. And she's like, oh my god, I want it.
Well,
Yeah,
as is tradition, this game is taking longer and longer to load as we go along.
yeah, it probably has to keep track of more and more stuff as we go, one would assume.
Well, 4 of the characters on the main screen here are all dead, so...
Kind of. When last I guess they got re-deathed.
I mean, there were undead skeletons, and then they got blood-sploded. So... What does Fane's journal say to me?
At least my load is way faster.
There we go. Good. Oh, no, don't want to take my weapons out. Time to remember all the buttons for the game.
One of these days we'll think about just starting from loaded in, but...
No, I mean, I like the menu music, and there's always a couple of things to talk about or to, like, you know, catch up on as we're doing the load and stuff. But I did want to at least get it rolled in immediately, so we could get this done quickly. So, yes, you went and looted that side, right? And then I was like, ooh, my side is a lot...
Correct. Your side, mine just had like a little, like, wine keep cellar kind of thing.
Okay, this one had, like, actual rooms and what I assume will be some kind of a fight, so...
Yeah, that's stop one, and then heading back west and all that.
Okay, well then, if that is the case, I am going to get the last time on Hooked on Divinity played, and we'll get right to it. So once again, shoutouts and thank yous to Carnium, and enjoy Last Time On.
Last time on Hooked on Divinity. The brothers began their exploration of Arx, or at least the island and harbor outside of the city. Making their way towards a nearby refugee camp, the brothers had a chance to find out more about Fane and what happened to his people. In the past, Fane had found some kind of barrier that came to be called the Veil. The Veil was an amorphous wall of pure source, functioning, to Fane's best guess, as some kind of protection. But for what was the question? Fane brought his findings to his king, who immediately dismissed our skeleton friend.
Aww.
With nowhere left to go, Fane turned to a group of dukes and local lords. 7, to be exact. Fane's desire was scholarly in nature. He wanted to know what the barrier was protecting. If that much effort was put into creating this veil, surely some kind of incredible knowledge lay on the other side. Unfortunately for Fane, the 7 lords had a different plan. The lords took Fane's research and promised him help. What they actually delivered, though, would change the shape of the world. The Seven Lords drained the power, dubbed Source, from this barrier, weakening it to the point where it tore. The Source gave the Seven Lords incredible power, which they used to overthrow their king and the rest of their people, the Eternals. They then declared themselves to be gods, using the power they had stolen to create mortals, us, in their own image. However, in weakening and tearing the veil, the Seven allowed the Void to gain a foothold. The remaining Eternals banished beyond the veil embraced the Void and the revenge it promised, becoming the Void spawn we have fought throughout our journey. The Seven were so scared of the Void this whole time because they knew their past was catching up to them. To fight this, they began to recruit mortals, gracing them with power and dubbing them Godwoken. These champions would serve as pawns for the gods, helping them to fight back against the Void and keep the Seven in power. For Fane's research and honest curiosity, the Seven were rewarded with godhood and power, while Fane, poor misguided Fane, was branded a traitor to his people and received nothing but hatred. Back in the refugee camp, the brothers would find out that the gates to the city of Arx were closed to entry because of fighting between the Paladins and the White Magisters. However, the brothers found confirmation that their target, Dallas, was indeed inside the city. The brothers were on the hunt, and they would not be stopped from finding their prey. Finding the possessed child from Awful Island near the refugee camp, the brothers made note that they would need to know her true name to help her from the demon possessing her. I'm sure we'll come back to that. Making their way towards the city itself, the brothers first went through the harbor, where they quickly found themselves under attack from a massive void-spawn kraken. After a long fight, the brothers dealt enough damage to the monster for it to run off, giving the party a moment to catch their breath. We pick up with the party exploring the remains of the ruined harbor and preparing to move onwards to the city of Arx. Now back to Hooked on Divinity.
Well, we definitely won't get distracted from that task in any way.
I would say our history kind of speaks for itself that we're really good at staying on task.
Yep.
So yeah, before we go down into that little cavern thingy, there's also this boat we should look on top of. Speaking of getting off task.
Also,
what were you doing in your inventory that was making such a clawing noise while that was going on?
Every time you send something to the Lady Vengeance, it makes a incredible clawing noise.
I was like, what? I've never heard that sound in this game.
Oh, really?
I've never sent something to Lady Vengeance. I have like 500 weight. I've never filled it. Ah, that is a fat healing potion and a key to this ship.
I don't know if we need a key. It seems like most, if not all, of the everything is fucked up.
Well, there's a chest up here that's locked. Also, this is another living wood tree. I'm gonna go chat with this thing.
Oh, really?
Wow. This fucking necklace. Oh my god. Holy balls.
Oh, and Losa just fucking lucky charmed a divine crossbow.
This necklace, let's just start with the fact that it's +5 intelligence.
Is it in your inventory?
It's in Fane's right now.
Okay, I'm looking at it.
The Falone Girt?
Wow, that's pretty nasty.
I mean, that's going right on Fane. And it grants Living Wall, and it has a skill slot.
That's pretty rune slot.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
and
that's
like the only thing Fane's necklace has right now is its intelligence, warfare, huntsman, retribution. So like,
Losa's been wearing the captain's compass, and I know it's not very good, but man, that +2 lucky charm, it gets me things like
that is true. Like that divine crossbow.
This fucking crossbow we just picked up. Did I lose
5
it?
intelligence is bonkers.
Okay, did she loot it? Oh, she did. I've sent it to Fane. Please identify and send to your good friend Jeff.
To all white, I also found official looking. Oh, it's Dallas's orders apparently is what
Ah,
it became.
Boo.
To all white magisters aboard the Lord Dread, Dallas and Redman have departed for the Magister's Barracks, and it is their wish that you leave the meeting site and join them there forthwith. Dallas will instruct you further, and soon after shall reveal the grand design of the Divine Order. These are your orders. Failure to comply will be considered treason to the law of Lucian. Raymond. Send that over to you while I identify this.
Definitely nothing worrisome about that.
Ooh, that's a good looking crossbow right there.
Was that the chest you were talking about, or was there a different locked one?
That might have been the chest.
Okay. I thought you said locked, but if it was just that one,
I
then...
thought it was. I'm gonna go say what up to this figurehead.
Indeed. Willowed Death's Touch. Finesse, an additional huntsman, blinded, shocked, low chance, accuracy, and lifesteal. I don't actually think it's any better. It's just the +1 for huntsman, and that's about it. Unfortunate.
Yeah, well, I mean, part of the damage is coming from the rune you put on, remember?
Yes. But it's not significantly more with the crossbow because it doesn't have a rune slot.
Oh, okay.
So it's not going to be more
The ship
regardless.
groans and trembles as the sea dragon wakes.
Oh.
No more shall I dance on the ocean. The end is almost here.
Ah, poor
I
the Lord
carried
Dread.
the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
Friedman, older than I, and Dallas, older than even the sea.
What?
I carried their army.
Well, we found out that Dallas is undead in, like, the first time we saw her because we right-click examined on her, and it was like, undead.
Oh, that is true.
Port of call.
What else you got, Lord
Soldiers
Dread?
with no
No
souls.
longer
I mean, that makes
shall I
sense.
dance on the ocean. The end is
Yeah,
almost here.
Dallas and Redman are told.
Once I was young, I danced on the ocean year upon year. As I aged, my timbers were replaced, one by one, over and over. I am
The living
old
ships are
now,
pretty rad.
but
They're pretty
they
baller.
are older. They disembarked in the night when we first arrived. When the monster attacked, they were long
Cool, great.
gone.
Too slow, Kraken. Too slow.
With the old ones, I danced on the ocean. Friedman made me strong, but his magic was
poor the
dark.
Lord Dread.
His magic was old.
Seems like kind of a nice dude for the name
My
the Lord
strength
Dread.
Seriously.
ebbed away.
I mean, then again, ours is named the Lady Vengeance, and she was pretty sweet too.
Yeah.
The end is almost here.
Well,
Soon I shall reach the seabed. No more shall I dance.
and we
on
could
the
just put you up in the middle of
ocean.
town or
The
something.
end is almost here.
Yeah, that's the second reference to Ship of Theseus in my life recently.
The Magister's Crusade. What are the Magisters really up to? It's down near the bottom.
Oh.
The Lord Dread told us that I carried Dallas and Vraidman along with their soldiers with no souls to Arks. Curiously, the ship also claimed that both Dallas and Vraidman were older than it, despite it having lived as an ancestor tree and an elf prior to its current form. A mistake, surely?
They're going to be somebody hanging around from Divinity Original Sin 1.
Oh, man.
I mean,
there are some options.
what's his name was in there?
Jayhan's here.
Yeah,
Jayhan is like more than 1,000 years old in
Yeah.
this game.
I think he's not, like, ridiculously old, but he's pretty dang old.
I want to say it's like 1,000 years in between the games.
Okay.
But if someone wants to spot check me on that, that
So
would be appreciated.
it's very cold down this thing. Also, you're missing some health, so if you want to bedroll
Yeah.
and make your way over here. think Fane is still stuck back on the boat. You just have him teleport a pyramid.
What? Motherfucker, you were selected to run.
They if there are surfaces that are dangerous or damaging in between where you click, the person who's like not you will like resist going that way.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so yeah, when I came down here, it was like, holy shit, it's so cold. Why is it so cold?
Oh, this is the only area here, though.
I can feel my joints freezing up already.
We need to get back to warmth. It's too cold here.
Just set ourselves on fire.
I can't move my fingers. They're frozen.
The woman is frozen stiff. Her face is fixed in an expression of alarm.
Okay. Can you magic up some fire? Or did you get...
Fane's frozen.
I am also frozen?
I mean, I got me out of there.
Somehow it took away all my magic armor. I wonder if I can... Oh no, I can't use Yep. This is interesting. You're just gonna have to come down and throw a fire grenade or something at Fane, or...
I do have a firestorm grenade.
I'd rather us start to burn to death than... You know... Alright, and now have Fane stand in the fire and fucking launch a fireball at us or something.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sir Laura.
Put some space between us and this.
Okay, let's get out of here as quickly as possible, just for the moment. Okay.
Everyone did except for me. I'm not frozen.
You're frozen? Okay. Well, Fane is the easiest one to light you on fire.
I mean, does anyone have something that's an immunity to chill or frost or anything like that?
I don't know. Maybe there's some fancy potion we could make. Was H? Yeah. What does a water resistance potion do? Just 15% water resistance. There's a key item we need. It's... I assume it's going to be something to do with, like, everybody's got to be burning if at all possible, or, like, you know, if there is a frost resist item we have somewhere, you can do that. I mean, we can leave this alone for the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I can go try and unfreeze me.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to get down there, use a fire spell, and on yourself and Fane, and then get upstairs.
Oh, I mean, the whole ground's on fire now because of an oil thing, so...
Oh, was there...
There were some oil barrels.
Oh. Who has the most magic defense? Losa?
God damn, it freezes you so fast, though.
Did Fane get frozen?
Yeah, I'm just running in to see if there's anything worth it in here real quick.
I saw the person who was, like, frozen solid. Wonder if Armor of Frost would work. You're already kind of frosty.
I mean, I'm in a conversation with these people that were frozen. I Phoenix dove on them.
Doesn't it say... Oh, you unfreeze them for long enough?
Yeah, I lit them on fire, so
Nice.
they seem to be very happy about it.
Yes. Thing is
It all happened so fast. The water surged in and froze in an instant. We owe you our lives.
Wait a minute, I can just do this and listen.
If you can
There we go.
salvage anything from our luggage, please help yourself. We need to hurry back to the city. We don't have time to dredge it out of the water. Here's the key.
It's the least we could do. We'll never be able to repay you for what you've done. The what?
The what?
Sorry, oh,
That must have been
yeah.
the sound we heard. And what caused the surge of water?
So much for rowing out of here. Now there's nowhere to go but back to the city.
Do you have anything I can use to light myself on fire? No. You have water, thanks.
We were gonna leave Arx, but after this, looks like we're better off staying.
Oh man, I have some bad news
Inside
about
those
the
walls is as
inside
safe as
of
it's
the
gonna
walls
get for
of
us,
Arx.
see?
How long have you guys been frozen?
Yeah. I mean, I
Well, take care.
assume they must have come in at the moment that, like...
I wasn't close enough, but I can stand in the fire.
I love they actually ran past me flaming on the outside as well.
I'm going back in for Faye in a second, but also they gave me a key to use to, like,
They said something
get their
about
stuff out of the ground.
their luggage. Is there, like, a hidden treasure chest or something? They said to dredge it out of the water. Is that, like... Do you think it's the water around here, or... Yeah, agreed, Alex. I think it's probably deeper in the room, but...
I'm on fire.
Yeah, what the heck? Oh, there you go. It took a moment to kick in.
It's
You can move
this.
now.
Okay, it's this.
Do you have telekinesis?
No, but I'm seeing if I can fire jump. I cannot fire jump down to it. I'll get the fuck out of here.
The slip on the ice.
Well, I mean, I might be able to continually Phoenix thing myself. If you want to jump, I mean, I can probably just have Thane come in and light himself on fire long enough to telekinesis this thing up.
Yeah, I don't know if does he have telekinesis?
He can just put the teleport clothes on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, Los has also got 1200 stuff. So let me send her down cuz she can't recover anybody and see if I can teleport the thing fast enough.
Okay.
Wait, I'm going to break her chains. There we go.
It wouldn't have been a Dave solo adventure without slipping on the ice.
This treasure chest to right there. Okay, I got it. It's right next
I'm
to the
going
door.
back in. Fun for all nice.
Just fucking wipes out.
It's stuck. The chest is frozen. All right. Well, never mind.
You gotta
I'm
light
going
that
in and I'm lighting on fire.
Yeah.
All right. Psych. I'm laying on the ground and Fane's gonna go cast a fireball on it.
Just hanging out for a second. What'd you get?
Fane, totally fine. Don't worry about him. Bunch of stuff, but I'm getting outside first.
You just took all things?
Everything, yeah. All right. So we got a pink one-handed sword called Protector. We got a shield called Magical Elven Shield. Got the Tornado skill book. Got a unidentified divine two-handed axe.
Well, that looks
and
interesting.
A fire arrow and a fireball scroll.
I assume that would have like it would have just killed your party if everybody got frozen to death.
Significantly better than what I have.
The Eradicator.
It does more damage, not even like right now before I put in
The
rune.
rune. Nice. And
Are we
shocked.
level 18, so it's not going to crush my accuracy.
Exactly. Because weren't you
Shock, suffocating, and acid.
were you still using that
I'm using clobbering time, the 17 divine.
Oh, okay. It was 17. Because I know we picked up a level 21 at one point, but it was messing with your
It was
stats.
dumpstering my accuracy, yeah.
Yeah. Not that I want to keep fucking around in this room, but I'm gonna attempt to go down real fast and do spirit vision.
Not a bad call.
No spirits.
Fang
Goodbye.
will throw a fireball at you.
Alright, perfect. Quick bedroll.
Yeah, I believe that's everything, because I also picked up the one, like, random pink that showed up, and it's not worth fucking around with those crates.
Exactly. It would just be hoping for a lucky...
I've never spent so much
charm.
time actively trying to light myself on fire.
See, but that's a fun Divinity puzzle. Maybe there is some sort of secret item somewhere that's gonna, you know...
I mean, the easiest thing would have
prevent-
been to do it in one shot and use the oil on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that chest is empty. Already checked up here. There's some spirits of civilians. And a paladin protector.
On the boat, there's a lamp. I mean, that might be useful to grab for the future regardless.
The spirit of a paladin lurks
On
near
the
some
boat,
cargo
is it
at the
is
edge
it
of
just
the
a
dock.
lamp? Or is it...
You do your best to remain in The Lord Dread looms ahead of you. Dallas
Just
herself
like a
descended
regular
only
lamp,
when
or
you
is
tried
it
to
some
sneak
kind of
away.
fancy
Did you realize
fancy
something
named
has
one?
curled itself around your ankle?
Because I'm also wondering if there's like a door we missed on this boat somewhere. I'm running back to it real quick.
I mean, I can kind of see through to the bottom of the boat. There's no hold door up there. This model probably wasn't that hard to make because they just took the Lady Vengeance and then fucked it up.
Just cut it in half. Yeah, I don't see anything, so... Well, we divinity'd our way through it anyways.
Yeah. The harbor has been pacified.
It's not cheating in Divinity, it's cheesing.
Oh, maybe, yeah, something you can move around. That kind of makes sense. Like, I probably could have, like, dragged this brazier or something. Actually, that's not one I
Oh,
can move.
yeah. I get where you're going with that, though.
Alright. So, having successfully completed the harbor, we don't know the name of the child yet. We did the hatches. We did this
Yeah, we gotta come back
pilgrim
to
camp.
there.
I think we just got to go into the city now.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, baby. It's finally time.
I just assume there's a troll, like, every time I see a bridge.
This is a nice, like, stone bridge. Oh, it's Tyne. Hi, Tyne. Or Tiny.
I like Tiny. And also this chest where we found the most bonkers-ass shields.
Oh, yeah, for Fane. Get down here, tools. Can't see. What do you mean can't see? Fine. Oh, baby. Oh, Spirit of a Magister Inquisitor.
I don't want to use telekinesis. I want to just fucking throw the box, damn it. Did you wanna
Lemon and a
talk
mug
to
of beer.
the dead magisters?
The
Yeah.
Magister spirit dashes along the foliage beneath the battlements, nearing the bridge.
There's a lot of
There is a
them.
cry from behind. The spirit glances back.
Oh no.
Her gaze follows something tumbling from the battlements to the undergrowth. There is the thump of an impact. She continues running.
Okay.
She sprints onto the bridge, but then something grabs her ankle and hoists her into the air upside down. Her screams
These
are
wood
drowned
chips
out
would
by
be
a
considered
monstrous
stealing if I
roar.
took them.
Well, it definitely sounds like there was a troll or something horrifying that, like, jumped over the walls and came to...
Oh, so there actually is going to be a troll?
Maybe it was strong enough to pick her up by her leg and just fucking chuck her.
Ooh, this Magister Swordman's alive over here.
The one on the corner?
To the
Yeah,
left
let's
here.
go talk to his ass.
So this looks to be a way where we can move around some of the wall.
Yeah, there's a sneaky roundabout way, but...
Magister is still drawing breath. Just about.
A
Better
Magister
fix
lies
that,
sprawled
Schlink.
before you. The ground beneath him is stained with his blood. Several grievous wounds are visible across his body.
Oh, it doesn't
The
look like it's
Magister
going to last
doesn't
too long.
respond. He just lies there, struggling to draw breath.
I can fucking just force him to swallow a healing potion.
Yeah, just do it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. At this point, like, I hate Magisters, but they're kind of secondary concern.
I more hate white Magisters at this point.
Yes, yeah, we're aiming at the upper echelons of the Magisters. We're no longer concerned with the chuds.
The Magister coughs and splutters as the potion slides down his throat. His eyes focus on you.
He's like, oh,
then
thank God.
fill with
Uh-oh, it's this guy.
Where is Dallas? Hey, good morning. Where the fuck's Dallas?
I mean you no harm. Yeah, just
The
get to your
Magister
feet.
accepts your hand and slowly stands while keeping his eye on you. His face remains a mask of fear and distrust.
The paladins attacked our barracks. I tried to flee, but was trapped between the fight and a void-woken attack.
Oh, he got fucking chucked off the
remember pain.
battlements.
And then falling. And then everything went black.
Oh, that's probably the only reason he lived.
They spewed some nonsense about Magisters collaborating with the Black Ring. They could at least be honest.
Yeah,
they
see,
just
but
wanted
he's
to seize power
right.
from
He
us.
super was right. Sorry, Magister Swordsman.
Yeah, it's they are 100% collaborating.
So quickly, the paladins cut down anyone who put up a fight.
Ah, damn it.
Magister
Magister Raymond and the other
whites
whites
vanished.
vanished.
The escape routes were blocked. They must have barricaded themselves away.
What do you know about
Magister
Raymond?
Raymond. He commanded all of the White Magisters in Arcs. He answered to nobody, except maybe Dallas herself.
Have we killed him?
He must be dead by now.
Raymond? I
No, we think we killed some other white Magisters.
Yeah. There were no... I can't remember their names because they're dog shit human beings.
Yeah, I agreed.
I don't know.
Also, don't even seem to be
I was
human
just trying
beings.
to save my own skin. There wasn't time
Some
to
of them,
put
at
much
least.
That's
thought
true.
into it. I want no trouble, I swear. I'll leave all this behind and start a new life someplace.
You just reach for your weapon.
Yeah.
Ask.
Oh, I feel so bad for you. Somebody's about to stab you.
Dallas.
It's my brother.
I don't know. I've never even spoken to the woman. Raymond was the one giving me orders. Raymond and the other whites.
Alright, you're no longer ever allowed to hold a
You
sword.
don't have to tell me twice. I'm never coming back here.
Go be a farmer. Your crops better be
You got a
good.
3-second head start, buddy. Get hustling.
Yeah.
If I see you take a left turn,
Oh, there's a
Okay.
little bird's nest up here. And yes, there is in fact a way to come into this side of the castle. It doesn't look like we'd be skipping
I
anything.
found something.
A secret digging spot?
Yes, I shoveled
Oh,
it.
you brought a shovel.
I apparently have one in my inventory. I didn't know. That's just a blank summoning book. Couple $100.
Doesn't seem like there's anything sneaky. Oh, I can see something in the main square. Oh, there's a vampiric void woken fighting a paladin defender.
There's 2 of them, in fact.
So I like this ladder right here. Also, oh, come on, camera. Come on. Come on. Where? Why won't you focus on me? Nope. Stop. I just want to get this fucking bird's nest. Oh, there's
So I
nothing
think
in
I'm
the
going
bird's
to-
nest.
There's 3 of them now, and then also these paladins. I think I'm going to enter this combat at Mach 2 from up here.
Yeah, hit it. I mean, just you go in and start the combat. So you get an early. 'Cause I don't know if the. Can the paladin like markswoman be killed? No, I think they're just. Yeah. Fuck yeah, paladins!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy, what's happening?
Just an elite thing called the blood. Up. You did good, paladins. You tried, guys.
So you're talking about the blood fury up there.
Yeah. Do I need to shackle pain to the paladin Vishla?
I know exactly what I'm gonna do with Losa.
So we do need to get the rest of the people into the fight before we lose this turn. Bro, why are you walking around and giving them attacks of opportunity, man? Oh, okay. Okay. You're gonna die, but okay.
Cryostasis gets rid of Shackles of Pain, right?
I don't know, but it might be
Remove
worth
Shackles of
trying.
Pain, yes. The fuck? Okay, so Losa at least goes after this Necro Wing. I can come in.
I jumped fucking far.
Yeah, you did. Is the height advantage. I can come in and try to work that vampiric void woken that's over there.
I'm about to knock down the two that are in front of me, I think.
Okay.
Yes, I should be able to knock down the two in front of me.
Can I get up here without anybody seeing me?
You can probably scoot all the way around. Do you mean to get, like, there-ish kind of thing?
No, like, up here. For super mega height advantage.
Oh yeah, just watch out for the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right on the border of them seeing you.
I sure am.
Oh, that's a nice painting of Alexander up there that's coming home with me.
So I can probably mostly murder the one with no armor.
I think it's just an angry, crackling storm rock, if you look at yourself.
Uh-oh, that rock's about to try something.
That rock looks like it's about to fuck around and find out.
I can start working the Blood Fury to get rid of its armor.
Yeah, the other guy, he's still shackled. So remember, if you hit that, it's gonna...
Oh, the Blood Fury is shackled. Okay.
Vishlar.
Then in that case, I'm just gonna take the armor off the other Void Woken near you. Save you a bit of AP, and I'll enter combat
and
this
then I'm
way.
just gonna bash my way through both of those.
Yeah. I can actually shoot to enter combat, which is nice. And then Thane...
Thane's gonna do this much.
He'll get to cast the guy at the very least before he enters. Or you can cast him out of sight and then...
Apparently that was close enough that pulled him into the fight.
Oh, because he wasn't sneaking. The Incarnate wasn't sneaking.
Yeah, my thought was to have the Incarnate tactical jump in, but
And,
whatever.
like, then expose itself, yeah. That's alright. We got a pretty good advantage off the bat. As long as this Necro Wing Void Woken doesn't try to hit Vishlar, then I can cryo
I can deal with that.
the one up there.
Yep.
Do you have Oh. It's only got I was about to say it's only got 145
Yeah, exactly. 1 turn for me to take out 3 of theirs. I'm fine with it.
You are cryostasis. You are no longer shackled.
If you can throw a heal on Paladin Trefor,
Yep.
he taunted, at the very least, he taunted the Blood Fury.
Can't see him. Oh my gosh, the music is like pumping.
All I hear is because the wing's right next to my character.
Nah, I got full on orchestration.
I mean, it is playing some intenso music. What Magister has a love grenade up on their table here? That's a little weird, guys. Oh no, it's how to craft love grenades.
Stay with us, Trefor. Okay. I'm gonna start working on this Blood Fury.
Yeah.
Better be
It's
able to
definitely the leader.
Okay, good.
I can take out packs of little guys much easier. What up, Beans?
Hey, it's a Beans. Is there anything else fancy I
They
want to
take
do
extra
here?
damage from water, that's about it.
Okay.
And don't use fire.
Are they immune to poison or anything?
Decay is the only thing they're immune to.
Okay, so they're not undead, they're just voidwoken.
Yep.
Cool. Alright. I still only have 2 abilities I can use at this point, unless I use a fancy arrow.
Can you shoot the Necrowing Voidwoken next to me once?
Yep.
Oh fuck, never mind. It gets to go before me, because otherwise I can one-shot him with my Tentacle Lash.
I was gonna say, I can knock
Which
him
is like
down.
the best fucking... That's like the best fucking spell that you can get on a melee class.
Lashes, yeah.
It has an 8-meter range, and it does 1260 to 1393 physical, and sets atrophy. It's absurd.
Like I said, I could knock it down.
All in does 1205 to 1393, and it takes 3 action and has a 2.5 range.
I might save my... Actually, you know what? I could just try to kill that thing.
I mean, it's
'Cause if
gonna.
I can
it's gonna try and
marksman's
move away
fang
from me.
it. Well, I've got a knockdown arrow.
Oh, okay.
So if I give him a
'Cause
donk,
if you want to do that, if I one-shot him, I just get my AP back, so my turn keeps rolling at that point.
yeah, which is why I'm saying get you off that like parapet and into the fight. I've got 2
Well,
of these
so-
motherfuckers.
It receives a bonus from strength, so like I don't know why you wouldn't, because polymorph is a great thing to put onto a melee character in this game, because it gives you the ability to like, you know, give yourself a little healing, or spider climb up walls, or like fly over terrain stuff to not be slowed. So it's a very good support skill.
I could do a lot more damage to it. How much do you say you can do with Tentacle Lash?
I can do 1260 to 1393.
Oh, okay. So unless you hit in the bottom 2% of that amount.
Yeah, it should be dead for all
Okay.
intents and purposes.
All right, then I'm going to start working on Big Boy down here.
Because my plan is to smack this dude and then go clobber whoever's closest. Man, Fane could rip out... we don't want to use fire on them though, right?
No, I don't think so. What happened to Ballistic Shot? Did I accidentally just take that off my bar somehow? Oh, no, that's what I used at the beginning of the battle. Duh.
Because Fane's got Epidemic of Fire, but other than that, he can just Ethereal Storm the whole area.
All right, not bad. 800 damage. Oh, it was a crit. Nice. And Carney can... yeah, buffies! Come get your buffies, Carney. The Incarnate can just leap the fuck in there, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Nice.
I can't remember if it's Shadow or Farsight that gives it to him. Because I wanted to also put on Haste, but...
I do not know. I get another turn before this Void Fury, or the Blood Fury. I may actually use Adrenaline and try to get a knockdown on him. Thanks to good ass initiative. You imagine Paladin Trefor and Paladin Vishlar being like, "We're gonna die!" Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, I can't believe you guys showed up.
Who are you? Wait, don't care. Please help. I could do a ton of damage to this guy.
Oh, I didn't even see Paladin gear over there. The Vampiric Void Woken?
Just gonna do this.
Okay, yeah, because if you can punch off some of his armor...
So you might be able to knock him down, maybe?
Yes, I think I will, in fact, very much be able to knock him down. Yeah, try a basic first. Come on! Yeah, 358.
Alex, you are correct, by the way. It is Weapon Fusion. But I forgot that Tactical gives him a haste anyways, so would have been a waste.
How far can I first aid from here? Holy crap, I can first aid Paladin gear all the way over there.
I mean, he's almost... He's not missing too much health. Paladin Vishlar is the one who's been whooped.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna Adrenaline. Getting so pumped up! Give him another basic.
Can you still heal him while he's permafrosted?
No, but they heal over time while they're permafrosted. So they're just fully immune, and they take a couple turns, and then after those turns, they... Get the fuck on the ground! Yes, gear.
That's a
good
good shorts
idea.
gear.
Yes.
You know what?
Hey!
I'm into it, gear.
Yo!
You just did like 900 damage, dude.
Yeah.
All right, you're on the team.
Fucking for real. Trefor. Okay, strange idea with the frost grenade, but...
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but... Well, they take a shit ton of extra water. Well, not a shit ton, but they take a little extra water damage while they're resistant to most everything else.
Okay, Vishlar is now crippled and decaying, but active again.
I'm trying to kill this Gussie next to me and then jump down on those two other small ones.
Because this Vampiric Voidwoken right here goes next. Then Fane.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Okay,
a bunch
decaying.
of those.
Do not heal him.
No. Yeah. I've learned my lesson after a couple times.
Sucks for all these unnamed paladins. Paladin, Elementalist, Protector, Markswoman, Protector, and... Oh, that's a Magister.
They weren't going to make it. Do I have something that I can freeze that motherfucker?
He's not wet yet, so you'd have to do something twice, basically.
I should have given Lo some more grenades. Oh, wait. Frost grenade. Set chilled for 2 turns. 131 to 161. So if something is chilled and then it's chilled again, it becomes frozen, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Does it have to be wet first and then it becomes frozen?
I am not certain. I know wet reduces your resistance, so maybe it makes you more likely. I thought just 2 chills and they're frozen.
Just chill twice. Okay. All right, then in that case, I'll just do normal ass Winter Blast. Oh, I can hit 2 of them. Get Winter Blasted.
Oh, and that doesn't hit the incarnate somehow?
That one is specifically keyed to not hit allies.
Dope.
Yeah. Just because it's a giant circle, it would have sucked pretty hard if it was...
Yeah, but so is Fireball, so... And that one most certainly hits your friends.
Cool.
Why
Help
are they always
us,
talking to
Faye.
Fane? Yeah.
About to help you
No.
go to sleep.
Pass.
Thanks, I'll pass. You may have to... Or what are you aiming at?
I'm dropping a massive room AoE.
Okay. Oh, sick. Yes, that is always good. Get fucked. Yeah, the Void-Woken... Let me try that again. The Void-Woken Blood Fury got fully frozen.
Yeah, also the Voidwoken down at the bottom died, and the other one is necrofired and will die.
Yes, that was very effective. The
I'll
Necro
take
Wing
it.
one next to you, you're just gonna have to just bash to bits. Oh,
Be diseased by my gross foot.
hit him with the stanky toe.
Oh, you gave him the stanky toe incarnate. What? What? Excuse me?
Oh,
You need to apologize to my friend.
okay, so a new combatant has entered the fray,
That's
I guess.
the DM didn't like how badly we were ripping this encounter apart. It was just like, you know what? And then another one comes out from behind you.
Yeah, you guys didn't see it before, but it was right there.
What? We walked right up there. Yeah, but no one asked if it was there.
Nobody made a check.
Yeah, we're not supposed to roll dice. You tell us to. Yeah, you didn't check.
Oh, it was it. Well, so there's this corpse right here. I don't know, they all seem to be the same kind of dead, in my opinion. That's weird.
Don't fall over. Don't you fall over on the ice. It's coming. Don't you fall over. Do not fall over on that tiny ice patch. Okay.
Okay. So what you gonna do with all that junk?
Probably just fuck up this Void Woken.
Fuck this Woken in the trunk. Okay, so they're all just gonna come back to life, I guess. That's fun.
No, that was not here.
No,
Oh, look at him roll.
that was the... Yeah. Fuck you, guy.
That's a bummer, but that's also a free 20,000 experience, so thanks, buddy.
Wait, what it... Oh, he just killed itself.
It just exploded himself and gave us 20,000 experience.
So fun. Cool idea.
That Blood Fury, I can almost guarantee, is going to be the reason why they're respawning. That's like the leader.
Yes. Let's see.
I mean, Fane can just teleport that Necrowing down to me to eat alive.
I got so many AP to play with. Hot shit.
Is it enough to kill the Blood Fury?
I don't know.
Bear in mind, it's also in Necro.
Yeah, it's
That's a good
probably enough
start.
to kill the Blood Fury.
That's a good start. It's also in Necrofire.
What's that?
You got one more arrow in your back pocket?
I do. Yeah, I'll just give him
That's
a
a
normal
regular
one.
ass arrow.
Get dunked.
Fabulous. What up, guy?
Oh god, Los is gonna get a Splodo again. Don't do it. Oh, you piece of shit. Ouch.
Thanks for the 20,000 experience.
Hooray! Fish
Keep
are...
yourself alive.
Yes, that's good. Okay, and through the
Oh
rest
god, I
out.
was like, do you still have decay?
No, when they used Fortify, it would have done it.
Would have gotten rid of it.
Yeah, throwing down armor on Trefor. That's good. Oh, look, he teleported that vampiric Voidwoken and just murdered it.
Yeah, but not the right one. What up, Thane?
You can live forever.
Maybe you don't attack Losa. Oh, alright, whatever. You can come hang out with
Coming to
me.
you.
Ouch a bunch.
The time is now, Thane.
Me? Really? Just me from downtown, I guess?
Curse.
I like these paladins and the whole keeping themselves alive aspect.
Where you going, bro?
Also, that dude can move like you can, apparently.
He's just piecing out.
Thanks, bye!
You guys got this handled, right? I'm just
You
gonna...
guys saw how everyone fucking exploded, right? I'm out.
I just realized I was not even supposed to work today, and... Yeah,
I was literally 2 weeks from retirement. Told me Lucian's Day was retirement day. It's not what I signed up for.
Okay, so Losa.
I mean, the Incarnate... Fane's gonna take his turn, and then the Incarnate is just gonna swap places between the two of them.
Between Thane and the Incarnate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because there's another Fluorescent Voidling.
I know, and if he sacrifices himself on the Incarnate, who cares?
Well, what I want to do, but I don't know if I can, because I can't see. Oh, I can see me. I wanted to nether swap with this bad boy up here, but I can't.
You can nether swap with me on the ground.
Oh yeah, I guess you're not really in... There's less enemies near you over there.
Yeah, it's definitely a safer spot, and I'm not on any fire or anything.
Alright, well you're gonna become on fire, but...
Yeah, I already am.
Okay. Oh, it did one more point of fire damage to you.
Don't care, Alyssa's almost dead. She also should heal herself if she's got something.
Oh yeah, she's fucked. First things first, armor frost big time. Get 800 of that back. Probably could have inner demoned too.
At least acid only deals physical armor damage. It doesn't actually do health damage, it seems. Because it doesn't say deals damage, it says destroys physical armor each turn.
Yes, I don't believe it does, like, additional damage on top. Alright, the next thing...
I mean, maybe it just takes off its earth damage. We'll find out, I guess. That's always a good one.
And then... Yeah, Soothing Cold is not that close. I could just uncanny evade myself. Actually, I'm gonna summon the demon. Just tops off my magic armor a ton.
Random elemental shots hitting the ground from Fane's thing.
So it's this Necro Wing up near me, the one on the stairs near you, and the Fluorescent Voidling, which is definitely going to explode if it can.
You can go over there first.
Where'd you even put him?
Real far away.
Oh, like out the front door or something?
Way out the front.
Oh yeah, way the fuck over here. Nice.
Yeah, it was time for him to go.
Get out of here, asshat. You have to do a lot of rolling now.
You creep up here so that the Incarnate can see me. It was time for him to leave. I just showed him the door.
You can swap with gear if you want.
Fane doesn't have the
Oh,
swap.
he doesn't have nether swap, that's right. That Voidling and the guy to the, like... Oh, wait, the Incarnate has the nether swap.
Bullshit, he's too far. His foot is in the thing. Okay, wait. Is any of this 0 AP movement? No, you bastards.
Does he have a ranged attack?
He does.
You can hit the Void Woken up near you.
I actually cannot. He's out of sight.
Ah, balls.
That's okay. We'll get somewhere that has no ground thingies. Hello.
You flanked now. Is there anywhere even higher than where I am that I can jump?
Starting with a miss.
Oh, big sad. What?
Wow, that's 2 85% chances whiffed in a row.
I mean, the curse lowers your accuracy like a little bit by 10%.
No, it was still an 85% chance.
Wow.
Cool. Okay. Have fun rolling, buddy.
Oh, he looked like he did. Oh man, there's nowhere further up the thing that I can get to. So the only big threats right now are these two Void Woken, right?
Yeah, if that
The
dude wants to
Necro Wing.
roll into Fane, he's got full health.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'll be smart about this and go over here.
Watch, it's just gonna flight and follow you.
Of course, I can't hit either target.
Sir Laura somehow just teleported over behind you.
He always does that.
Yeah, he has not seen fit to teach us how to teleport.
There we go, good. Now we can at least get one shot on him. Does anybody need any health?
Nah.
You're cursed.
I mean, I could
that's
use
it.
magic armor, but that's about it.
I don't think you could be any further away and still count as in the spell. It was like the exact limit. Alright, I got rid of its armor at least. Where you going, motherfucker? Oh.
Get back here, you little weedus.
Wow.
That hurts a lot.
That hit you for 1,200 each time.
I'm so glad that you're now going to evade their Vishal.
Ouch. Hey, good job, Gear.
Get him at. Get his ass, Gear.
Cool.
Get him, Treffer.
Good.
Did we get experience for that? Yeah, we did.
I think we did.
Get him.
Yeah. Treffer's on the fucking move, dude.
These are the first useful NPCs in fights we've had in a while.
That wasn't as impactful as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, there wasn't really anything for it to chain to. I'm gonna Phoenix jump to something and onslaught it.
I'm tired of this not hitting stuff. Yeah, there isn't really much else I can do. I mean, I could... We'll just get the Bone Widow as close as we can.
Which one? Oh, okay.
Run, Boney, run. Is this just like bad stuff coming down and donking us? I guess.
It's like random elemental pulses and shit. Fane, I don't think you can do anything to, like, even try and get close.
Not particularly. Oh, that'll do. The elemental totem at least do some pew-pews. Everyone do a good job. Nice.
Just the wood totem, actually.
No, well, the wood totem did a pretty fucking good job.
Hey, he did good shooties.
Yeah, like 700 worth of good shooties.
Oh, there were such good shooties, in fact.
I was gonna say, could you not see it because of the,
Time for you to go, bud.
Go to sleep. Get him, kitty.
It's actually like this close.
Swap the swap. And
Just
then
because it's
huge
funny.
jump.
Just because it's funny looking.
Meow, whoosh.
Also, the cat is decaying, which looks kind of weird on it.
It does look kind of gross, yes.
He's in, like, battle stance, ears back. He just occasionally goes...
I'm just gonna run across the entire battlefield.
Man, you're so fast.
I'm very fast.
I think we got this one pretty locked up, though.
Yeah. Since it's not actually gonna get up right now. Ah, you know what? Fuck it. Adrenaline, baby. Now you're crippled. Oh, you're also dead because it was a crit.
That'll do. We can see the Magister... Wow, there's a lot of things to loot here.
Everybody
We
wants to
can
have a
see the
conversation.
Magister's Barracks on our map now.
As Voidwoken attacks go, you think that one was particularly devastating. The great city of Arx may be finally ready to fall.
Well, not if I have anything to do with it. You're having this conversation too, right?
Yeah, it's a group talk.
Okay.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Arx can take care of herself for all I care.
The great Magister city of Arx is in trouble, huh?
Oh,
You don't say.
Los is on your side for this one, Dave.
Yep.
Nothing to do with me. I have other fish to fry.
So
And did
is
you
Fane.
expect anything else from Fane?
No, Skeleton Bro gives no shits.
Fane immediately got pulled into a conversation with Captain Anna Orel.
Okay.
Seems to be good, though.
Yes, okay.
Saved my best paladins by the skin of their teeth. The lads are brave, but they're no match for Voidwoken, especially right off the back of chasing
I
down
mean,
Magisters.
Anna, or Captain Orel, as I should say, I gotta give your fucking paladins a huge vote of
Some serious
confidence.
credit. They
They're-
did a great job.
Some of the most capable fighters I've seen in this world.
She has a thing called a promise ring, which makes me chuckle. It's Huntsman, Pyrokinetic, and Aerothurge, but I just always check.
I tell you, they'll be chanting your name in the mess hall tonight. Of course.
They really
you
say
whistled
something
up
about
a
it?
war owl to warn us about the Magisters, right?
Yes.
Lord Kem mobilized all us.
Hey, it
paladins
worked.
to
Yeah.
That was when we helped them in the Act 2.
Yeah, at the bridge.
Could be worse. At least Arx is now under the control of Lord Kem.
Ah, yes. We now control over 72 hectares of burning
Every
rubble.
Magister in the city.
Good use of
We're
hectares.
sure it's the collusion between the Magisters and the Black Ring that drew the Voidwoken here. To think they blamed all sorcerers.
Yeah, not all
The only
sorcerers.
question remaining is why.
It's more complicated, that, Captain,
Yeah.
but we'll get to that later.
We'll take the vote of confidence, but it's kind of everyone's fault.
Yeah.
The Magisters have a lot to answer for. Those left alive, that is.
Well, I hope there are not that many of them.
Yeah, don't
Sometimes
do
good
all
people
of
do
them.
bad things, and there are consequences to every action.
Do agree with that. Yeah, Alex, you're kind of right. Like we're the sole exception to all sorcerers are dicks. We're only dicks part of the time.
She eyes you curiously.
Now, the very first
eyes
one,
narrowing in her hard face.
the lady who
Lady,
was
you
going to
think
help
I'm
us...
gonna go make friends with Dallas? Like, why are your eyes narrowing? Does it look like I want to do anything except put her
serious?
head on a pike?
Yes.
You won't find the leader of the Magisters walking in the open in Arx. This is Paladin territory now.
Oh, good. I mean...
But check in with Lord Kem. He's conducting an investigation of all the Magisters in the barracks. He might know something about her whereabouts.
Man, dollars to donuts. This
Take
Lord
care.
Kem's gonna be
I
on the
doubt this is
take,
quite
or
the
like
city you were expecting to find.
gonna be some kind of. Oh, we got a reward. It's
Oh,
gonna be
cool.
some kind of fuckery. Some
Hey, gear.
pants,
The city is open. The streets are
some
safe.
chest armor.
Oh my god, dude. Gear looks like fucking Jonathan Joestar with a cool-ass hat on. This is my
Nice.
boy right here.
That's a good word for it. Magisters.
All of the
But ignore me. Captain Orell's the source of good information around
Ignore
here.
me.
I guess
The
I'll
rest
take
of us
this
can
one.
only speculate.
There's nothing super great.
I was hoping he'd have a super cool bow to trade, but I guess not.
You start chatting. I'm gonna start looting.
Okay. Who else we got to chat with? Oh, the Spirit of a Magister Inquisitor, I think. Did we ever speak to that one? We'll find out.
The spirit tries to use her arms to shield herself from her torment.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was the one on the way in.
Careful, there's a bunch of shit we can steal accidentally.
Yeah, like wood chips.
Everything's under
Hell of a thing to die over. Them, not us. Can't be stealing those wood chips from our literally on fire thing.
Vishar seems like a cool dude. He went up to
No one saw me taking the portrait of
yes,
Alexander.
Paladin Vishar is getting drunk as shit right now. He's had 5 bottles of beer since the end of that battle.
Fuck yeah.
Great to have your skills on board back there.
It's my kind of paladin.
Seriously, this guy's awesome.
And he's like, yo,
Well,
I just lived.
That
It's
was intense
drinking
as
time.
fuck.
He has to drink one for each of his homies that got exploded in 3 seconds.
Wink, wink.
First, we were chasing off Magisters, then Voidwoken, then Magisters, then... Look, it's been a long one. Maybe I'll just enjoy my
staff.
tea, if you don't mind. Captain Oro will be more
Maybe
useful
Fane will
to
use
you
his
than
staff
me.
for a bit. Some gloves that I don't know if they're going to be any good for you, but I sent them to you.
You know what, buddy? Here's a bottle of wine on the house.
He's a Jewish paladin where drinking is encouraged, apparently.
Probably could have come up with a different song than this one he's been singing, but all right, nothing else to talk about, it seems. Orel was the only one who had like real opinions. Here was cool. Fishlar's getting hammered.
Yeah, mostly a lot of money.
Aha. I see you, well-worn chest.
Weird. Magister Clene Ra. The only thing I got off of you was hair, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Gross. Oh, a giant diamond. And Last Rites skill book. Sacrifice yourself to bring an ally back to life. Deals 1,540 piercing damage, which is more than my health. And resurrects target character with maximum vitality.
Okay.
It's only been used once per combat. It requires Necro 3.
I have that.
Well, if you have, yeah, since you have more than 1,500 HP, it could actually like be somewhat relevant for you.
Yeah. I wonder if you
send
can
that
cheese
along.
it with on the undeath. Oh, Spirit of Magister Grieve. There's one
Probably.
to talk to.
Oh wait, really?
Yep.
Oh,
to the
over
north.
here.
Nope, the other way.
Oh, over there.
Paladins march on the blacks and reds, hurrah, hurrah.
Paladins marching the blacks and reds, hurrah! Saw some crazy shit just now, and now I'm getting
Wait, where are you
hammered, bro.
going?
I think you said to the north.
Right here. Right next to your drunky boy.
What? Oh, oh fuck! I must have been standing in the way of it or something. Why are you running all the way around me? This looks so gross.
She turns to you, and suddenly you are deep in her soul. Tendrils of anger and pain weave around you.
Yeah, I was like
as you wander the
the
chambers
main
of her
just brutal DPS. If I'm killing
You
myself
are
to bring someone
Magister and
backward in
proud.
troubles.
You did what you could, and you did what was right, and now it is over. The world and its problems are no longer your concern. Now you may leave.
Good luck in the next life.
Try to trust better people.
We can use source vampirism without them getting mad, right?
Oh yeah, they have not seemed to care.
I think the paladins don't give a shit. Magisters probably will,
I'm
obviously.
not eating their dead buddies, though. I'm just eating the Voidwoken just in case he's...
Yes.
I still have the feeling that Paladin Krem is going to end up being, like...
Corrupted somehow.
Something, like, on the take, or, like...
Alright, let's move on.
Yeah, I jumped over here and I got this little set of bodies and extra shit, so I think we're good.
What a massacre!
Oh my gosh.
Save.
Not a bad idea.
Saves and bedrolls.
I am fully healed, but you are not.
I could use one.
I
yeah.
used him like 1 second after combat ended. Mostly because I was on fire. 63 bucks. This game fucking chugs so hard when it saves. Bomb grenade.
Where the fuck is my bedroll?
The paladin sword over here. I don't think it has anything interesting.
Just adding that fucking bedroll to my hotbar so I can find it easily.
Yep, mine is hidden underneath you. You guys can't see on the screen, but like on Dave's side, right after Supernova, I have Fire Whip, then Spirit Vision, Source Vampirism, Bedroll, and Teleporter Pyramid. Figure they're kind of sometimes useful, so I don't have to show them all the time. Don't want your tooth.
Why do you not want the teeth, man? That's 30 gold.
Stealing all your stuff. Blank Earth skill book.
Jeff walks up like, I don't want your tooth. I walk up and like, oh, fucking tooth.
Guys, check it out. There's
I'll
a
put it in my bag of teeth.
perfectly good tooth right here.
I'm gonna put it in my bag of teeth.
This city needs more like you.
There aren't many like me, man.
Finally, some recognition.
I salute you, monster slayer. You're a hell of a warrior, defeating the void woken like that.
Yes, you're welcome.
Is this a different Cradleston Silly Book of Blanks? Or is this the same Cradleston's Silly Book of Blanks?
That a hero like you would arrive on Lucian's
Also, they all
day.
refer to us
Well,
as Void Killer
gives me
now.
hope.
Nice.
It was a pretty baller title, in my opinion.
Well, we're glad you were here. On Lucian's day, city's a bit of a mess, it's fair to say, but the worst has
Yeah,
come.
for this one,
We'll have the place cleaned up
she's like,
between
you
the
have my
Voidwoken
thanks,
and the
Monster
arrest of
Killer.
the
We need all the
Magisters.
help we can get.
We've
And I'm
seen more
like,
than a few casualties,
you and your people
but the
did pretty
city
well
herself will
yourselves.
mourn our dead
Oh,
and
good.
rebuild. Arx persists.
She looks at you derisively and spits on the ground, close enough to your boot to make her...
Yeah, I said the word Dallas and this woman
If she
spat
is,
on the fucking
Lord Campbell
ground.
want to know.
Oh,
Kim commands
interesting.
us.
Click
It
into my
seems the
conversation
Magisters
when
have
you're
been
done,
dicing with
because
dark magic. Stay safe.
I'll do my best, ma'am.
You killed the
Where are you?
Voidwoken.
Oh,
The
just
city
past me.
needs more like you.
Okay.
mostly just this last bit.
The Magisters are done now. You love to see it.
Well, but like the source Voidwoken can come, but the Magisters were doing darker magic, so the Voidwoken came bigger and more deadly.
Right, yeah. We don't know if that's just like intense source magic or if
Oh,
that's...
they're all like, the people will be happy to see the likes of you helping out and saluting us.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
fi-
About time
finally,
these paladins recognize the fact that we just have saved them at every turn.
we've been good guy friendos for the longest time. And we finally have like a group of people who are backing us up.
Well, Jeff, I'll be with you in 2 minutes, because that's a lot of bodies to look at.
Holy shit, they're looting. They're just burning fucking piles of bodies.
The paladin wistfully hums a tune. You recognize the air. Smoke gets in your hair.
I'm gonna sing, man.
He stops humming, gives you a sideways look. He rolls his eyes and turns back to the flames.
That was Rosewood's favorite song, and Rosewood's dead. You didn't
Man,
know
these
Rosewood.
dumbasses didn't even take the bags of money off of these things.
You could have told me about Rosewood before I made a fool of myself here, bro.
Rosewood's dead. And these are the monsters that did it.
Sorry for your
Don't be
loss.
sorry on my behalf. Be sorry for Rosewood and his wife. He was a good man.
Poor
and she'll
his
feel
wife.
His loss. We'll mourn him as we mourn all our
No one's going to use these Magister
Oh
swords that are
shit,
1,000
Sir
each.
Laura.
Hold here, Quercus. I need a moment with our
Yes,
friend.
Dave, it's a Quercus and Laura conversation. He had a yellow
baby.
exclamation point and he wanted to talk to me.
Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Man, there was like 7,000 gold worth of shit lying in these guys. Y'all are terrible at looting.
They're just more interested in burning bodies.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay.
Shield, we are about to enter the belly of the beast.
Oh my god.
To cross a threshold past which there may be...
So, Laura, I'm
no
not
hope
usually
of
one for
return.
fucking up squirrels, but I'll make exceptions to help you.
There's every chance the servants of the Great Acorn will skin you alive.
Oh,
Jesus.
Frying your bones and boiling your eyes. You could suffer most terrible. I am getting to the point, Quercus.
Fingernails for
the
cash.com.
path ahead
Fingernails for
is
cash.
dangerous.
Just send us your fingernails and we'll send you some cash.
Fingernailsforcash.com.
Fingernails for cash. Don't ask us why.
Don't ask us
why
what we do
want
with them.
them. Oh, they're just your fingernails.
Exactly. That out of the recesses of my brain, fingernails for cash.com just came out.
That was outspread with just take the cash and don't ask why we want your fingernails.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember they're just fingernails, so don't expect much cash.
Villains
Right.
And a surprising number of inanimate objects. But your
Do it. Well, you know what? I
greatest
fuck up a
challenge
lot
yet
of inanimate objects. Thank you.
lies before
We've
you.
murdered some pretty big doors.
I do not know what
Technically a
lies
boat.
A wall or two, a
but the
boat,
Great Acorn is
some big fucking
almost
sharks.
here. I can feel it in my fur. The forces of evil will throw everything they have against us, but I need more time.
And you can
to
see
finish
his
my
little
research.
like skull mask move a little bit every so often during his
You have
speeches.
been a good shield and an excellent friend.
Quirkus, we'll just whole hog it,
allies,
agree on
but
this one. Do everything we can.
There's promise I can do everything I can. I'm not sure, or well, if Quirkus believes in me.
Everything we can.
I know you will. The world might be filled with
Murderous
but
giants.
at least some of them are worth saving. Now, it will take more than Quirkus's ferocity and
think
my wit if you're
I've
close
never
by.
expressed or
You
felt
need power,
any
and
desire
I have just the
to
speed.
like have a taxidermy thing, but now I really want a cat skeleton and a taxidermy red squirrel. Because Fergus and Laura
I don't think I'd get away with that in my house.
probably couldn't have a cat skeleton around your cats.
After our last little escapade with your Void Woken, I examined the corpses you left behind. They
Corpses.
were imbued with dark power. But I believe Quirkus believes, and I concur.
So Quirkus is the magic user.
Can be used for
They both
light
are.
as well as darkness. Here, try this.
The squirrel lays his hand on you, and a strange feeling ripples through
Oh.
your body. A sense of power. Your mind opens to the possibilities of new magic.
Now, how do you think it feels, Quirkus?
Great.
I don't know, strange.
Of course you do. What greater power could there be than knowledge?
What do I know now?
Granted, the recipe you know
Oh.
could be a little darker than what you're used to. It would harness the power of those that you've defeated. A grim art. But if you need proof that grim arts can lead to marvelous things, you need only look at Quirkus.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good
I
proof.
love
You
looking at
have
Quirkus.
all the power you need.
I could look at Quirkus all day.
You were a wonderful shield as we fled, but we are not
Oh,
running
yes.
anymore. Now you must become the axe.
Fuck yeah.
Go, my friend, and lay waste to the forces of the Acorn. Hack them to pieces. Snap their spines.
Snap
and
their
burn
spines.
eyes
Snap.
And Quirkus says, good luck.
Fuck yeah. Oh, 3 new recipes learned.
Oh.
H? I don't know if there's a way to sort as new, but... Ah. Bloodstorm Skillbook. Bloodstorm Skillbook? Or... Okay, wait. What is a Bloodstorm? Well, I can make some. I'm gonna make one.
Yeah, 3 different recipes for the same thing, it looks like.
Yeah. Bloodstorm. Holy fuck. 3 source and 4 points. The sky is weeping red tears. Bolts of coagulated blood fall on enemy characters in the area, dealing 158 to 175 damage and setting disease and decaying. Turns water in the area into blood. 3 memory slots.
That's for Losa if she can use it.
Hydrosophis 3, Necro 3. She does not have Necro 3. In fact, oh wait, no, she has Necro 4. That's a lie then.
Do you want a bunch of shocking arrows?
Yeah, you may as well send him along.
Oh, I can make shocking arrowheads out of these teeth you refuse to take.
Nah, I just want them antlers for knockdowns.
I know, I just made one.
I have a number. Oh, send me any arrows you can make, or just send me the chunks, and I'll put them together. No, I couldn't have learned it. I don't have the abilities. I'm only Necro 0. I had Losis selected there. What am I looking for? Yes, K. Okay. Bloodstorm takes...
You make healing potions. One of the ways to do it is you combine a medium poison bottle with some red fabric dye.
Streets littered with corpses.
Is it like a joke that you're just dyeing the potion red instead of green?
Dunno, man, but it seems to work.
Also, I don't know if
I'm also making some giant.
I don't know if I said it, but hello, Lelogical. Or Lelogical.
Hello.
Thanks for dropping in.
What are big tongs roped together? It's a weapon we can make. Can make some cold fries. Great.
Get rid of here. Chain lightning's actually not bad. And I guess I'll get rid of rain again. Ultimately not that interesting.
This would never have happened under Lucian, at least not to us.
Okay. Well, that was a lovely little exchange. Orcus and Laura now want us to fuck shit up, which is, I think, a fantastic change of pace.
Yeah, I'm into that.
What's in this wood pile? Oh, wood. Actually, an arrow shaft, which is very useful.
Yeah, I mean, I just sent you a bunch.
A young man
Hello,
works
Ram
at
Oak.
canvas, mounted on an easel. Smears of what must be red paint are evident on his hands and clothing.
Sent you the knockdown arrow
He's
I had.
oblivious,
Thank
in a
you.
daze as he paints.
As well as some blessed water arrows, some explosive arrows, some fire arrows.
I didn't just see it.
Fun fact, those do damage based off of strength
Now I
and get a
must
bonus to
preserve it on
from
canvas
strength when I
for the
use them.
generations to come.
Oh, Ram Oak is painting what just happened.
He nods, a faraway expression
brutal.
on his face.
The great schism of the divine order
got a
and the
waypoint.
ruination of arcs. This will be my masterpiece.
I have little taste for art, least of all now. Nah. Let me take a look.
I usually only display completed works, but, well, this painting's raw power is already plain to see. Here, feast your eyes.
He gestures to the canvas. It's completely covered in the same shade of red, layer after layer. It's sodden, dripping onto the cobbles.
I don't like the noble option here. I'm gonna diplomatically tell him that it's a fine work. Color study, there's nothing to laugh at.
A non-opinion. A true response to art demands perspective.
I found a secret down in this beach. It was a barrel full of tainted
Only
fish.
shade that matters. Life and death, true passion from within the artist.
He tugs back the
True
sleeve of his
passion.
tunic to reveal a blood-soaked cloth bandage around his wrist.
Should probably stop painting and
No,
find a healer.
I must continue. What would my father say if he was still alive to see me now?
I think he would say, stop painting with your blood.
He was the finest painter of his generation, and he used his own blood for his masterwork. The final panel of The Sacrifice of Lucian.
You'll never finish a masterpiece if you die of blood loss
Self-preservation
first.
is a petty concern. I must put the spiritual above for the most part. A copy, but the original panel, the one that my father used, he keeps it locked away somewhere in that
Lord
mansion.
Kem.
A masterpiece like that should be on public display for all to see.
Just gave us a new quest thingy.
So, Ram Oak's father painted the last Rites of Lucian. I forgot exactly what the name of the painting was, but apparently it's in the vault of one Lord Kem. Is there anybody else out here who's particularly interesting? Citizen.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
There's so many
Lord
people.
Kem is literally over here, so we should not go talk to him
Those
yet, I'm
bloody
assuming.
paladins are the only reason why any of your lot can still show your faces around here, lizard. We're good people in Arks. We don't want your kind.
Racism. The fucking racism. Eat shit, citizen.
I don't want no trouble.
Why is everybody so mad about me being a lizard? Suck shit.
Better days out, Dennis.
That's where Kem is. Let's look around this
I
town.
know. I just wanted to listen to what he was saying. Oh.
Ooh. Blacksmith.
Is Delisby tied up? Oh yeah, I think we're about to come to a head
This lady,
with Chem.
this trader lady was like, she was like, eyes over here. My wife's hard at work, so you're talking to me. And I was like, look, lady, I just want swords. It's the dwarven lesbian couple who runs the blacksmith.
Enola and Donalda. Wait.
Ooh, I'm buying that.
It's a pup. Gus, come back, Gus. Gus is permanently blinded.
What's going on? I smell terrible things.
That's a bummer.
I smell fear and blood and doom.
Oh no! God damn it, Gus.
Something else. Something worse.
Ooh.
The dogs can always smell when the Void Woken are about to erupt from the earth, and Gus says that it smells something coming from under the city.
Great.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should buy this. Overpower. It takes 3 source points and 2 action. Deals a big chunk of physical damage, like a 1200 to 1400. If your physical armor is higher than your opponent's, destroy all their physical armor. Can set knockdown.
Interesting.
We have so much fucking money. I'll just buy it.
Yeah. If it's like, if it feels like it's gonna be worth it, we have enough money to get it. Oh my god, it's a lizard citizen. Excuse me, lizard citizen.
How much strength do you have?
13.
Look at the size of that thing.
There's a chest here that's called Carapace that takes 14, but it's 2 finesse, 5 con, 1 hydrosophist, 1 necromancer, 1 summoning.
What is it? I have 14.
The harbor is
Ooh,
ruined.
he also
There's
has
no
got
getting food in.
a weapon that's
I wonder
better
what
than
dead
mine.
Voidwoken tastes like. Probably chicken.
Plus 25% crit chance. Ooh. And cleave damage? Shit, I gotta buy this.
Nice.
Vor de Lamas.
My gosh, there's so many traders here. Also, yeah, I'm kind of surprised that lizard doesn't like chicken. I feel like most lizards in the world would be down with chicken. I also like that Gus's barking noise is somebody going, woof. Oh, this is boarded up. What is it asking me to steal? Oh, a screen. Okay, so it looks like there's a big fancy store. Oh, a toy seller. Well, that's not suspicious at all. There's also that guy. Oh, look, it's Gada Ganem. What's up, other lizard?
Kin. They burn our flags and set our homes alight.
My favorite part is that she ends
Take
up giving
comfort
me
in
money
knowing
for
that
this.
you can find strength in the most delicate of elixirs. Do avail yourself of. Do return should you find it necessary.
Summer's still good. What you looking for?
Oh my god, sweet mercy, the ring.
So long
2
as the
wits, 2
arrow flies
huntsmen,
straight.
scoundrel, hydrosophist, and a bunch of HP. Ugh. It's very expensive, but yeah, we'll have to come back and check in on trading at some point. I think between this session and the next one, because we've only got what, like 45 minutes left at most of this one, we should yeah, keep exploring the city, possibly talk to Chem, and then next time
I barely got rid of any of my fucking
stuff.
I barely got any of my stuff out of my inventory. Yeah. I did buy a new weapon though, and it looks good.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things. Hey, Bella the Scoop. What do you got for me, Bella?
Suspect in Alexander murder found dead in Driftwood.
Uh-oh. Suspect in Alexander murder found dead in Driftwood.
Keep a straight face.
Yes.
Poker face on.
Magister's rooted. Lord Chem's paladins back in charge.
What else you got?
Void woken attacks increase. Citizens warned to be alert.
Nod solemnly. Mm-hmm.
Hear ye. Kraken sighted at sea. Several ships missing.
Wow, what else is going on?
Magisters colluded with Black Ring. Paladins, hear ye, hear ye. Queen Justinia confronts rebel factions. Dwarven royal stands
Laugh at the
tall.
dwarves and their petty intrigues.
Hear ye, hear. Paladins promise the good council school will reopen soon. People
So I'm at
respond,
1014 to 1168 is my damage with the Eradicator.
Stranger friends kicked, town crier unhappy.
That's hilarious. I told the kid that they should go back to school, and they said, hear ye, strangers threatens kid, town crier unhappy.
She sticks her tongue out at you, then gets back to work.
Hear ye, hear. Trouble brewing in the ancient empire.
Okay, it's a little damage increase, but it gives me an extra 3 constitution.
Hear ye, Lucian's day arrives. Hopeful pilgrims take the pot. Not if you're without sin, it isn't.
Hey, she said the first thing without yelling, hear ye, hear ye.
Brave dwarves pop. Hear ye. Cranley Hubert publishes latest edition. New book already. Hear ye. That's all the news that's fit to shout.
Okay, thank Christ. I was like, I really want to finish her like tree of dialogue, but man, we're getting to a pretty ridiculous level here. So we've got the Magister Barracks and Lord Kem down there. Oh, Mikhail Ross's estate is up on the top right. We have a date with Mikhail Ross.
Jesus, this set of leggings requires 14 strength, gives 2 strength, 2 finesse, 2 intelligence, 2 con, 2 wits, 2 aerothurge, 1 telekinesis, plus movement, plus 10% air resistance. Like, some of this stuff is fucking bonkers. We're gonna have to go through all of this.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, we really shouldn't do any more shopping at the moment.
This is kind of why we saved up so much fucking money.
So Lord Kem is in the square down here, and it looks like he's about to execute a paladin. I think we need to get in there and find out what's going on at the least, and then if that's quick, we can go and introduce ourselves to Mikhail Ross, who is, unless I'm remembering incorrectly, the doctor guy who's basically posing as a human but is actually a demon possessing a human.
I'm down with that. I did buy you a ring that I'm pretty certain you're gonna want. I sent it to you.
Yeah, Sweet Mercy. I was looking at that earlier. Alright, I'm gonna throw that on instead of the Knight's Promise. Better Hydrosophist level. My heals. Alright, I'm
gonna save and we'll chat with him.
I just did, like, right before I equipped that ring.
Okay.
Please, you've got to help me. My wife, they want to kill her.
Oh, Marie, why do they want to kill your wife?
She didn't do anything wrong. She was just trying to save lives, but no one will listen. You have to help. Please. Lucian.
She accused of.
Okay. I was like, please.
Maybe she's accused of murdering 30 children. Like, what's the position?
Hey,
you approach,
Kem.
but the paladin's icy blue eyes never move from his prison.
I hope you got your persuasion pants on.
I have, I'm up to 4. I don't have any bonus stuff on, but if it's a level 5, then that's rough.
You are interrupting a paladin.
Have you not gotten an extra point to put in that from civil?
I did.
Yeah, but I have like bartering maxed at 5.
I've been putting it into other things like sneaking and thievery and like because we needed the lockpicking ability. Sneaking I only did 1 early, I think, but or whatever it is. I don't know.
You can call this a court until the end of days, Kem. It's still a disgrace.
Paladin de Selby. Maybe you shouldn't talk shit to Krem while he has you tied up in a flaming sword right behind you.
Or it's the best time to talk shit, because you may not get a chance to again.
It's not a bad point.
The prisoner will be silent.
What were they accused of there, Kemi boy?
We are beyond accusations. This once paladin is guilty of refusing orders and protecting supporters of the Black Ring.
Kem, I'll fucking kill you.
They were boys. Local boys that signed up for steady pay in a slick uniform. A couple of white traitors doesn't mean every Magister is in league with the Ring.
This is true.
I never thought I'd say this, but I agree. Not every Magister is a piece of shit at this point.
At best,
I mean, they're pieces of
you
shit,
are a
but they're not like...
At worst, you are a traitor.
They're not worthy of murder in the
case,
town square.
The sentence is death.
Step in between.
Oh yeah,
Don't
I'm
do
gonna
what I
say
do.
you can't
His
fucking do
icy
this.
eyes focus on you for the first time,
Look at
pinning you
me.
with a freezing
Look at me.
look.
Look at me.
I'm the fucking captain now, Cam.
I am the Lord Lindercam now.
Step aside, stranger.
We're the one who sent you the fucking owl, buddy.
Yeah.
I see. You have my thanks
Oh, at least
for
you
that.
leaned back for a
You
second.
did us a great service.
About a second.
Now, if you would do me one service more.
Yep.
Stand aside.
All right. So it's wits, con, intelligence, or strength persuasion.
I mean, it's gonna be wits for you.
Exactly. That's actually my highest at this point. It's even higher than finesse, so... I need her alive. Yeah, we did it, Dave.
Okay.
I'm the Lord Kem now.
A seeker.
I used the help action by just being terrifying.
Unforeseen.
It's terrifying as a wayfish
Just angry
elf warrior can be.
Well, you're like 6'8" and covered in like bone armor or whatever it
I
is.
mean, there's a lot of paladin defenders around me, but all I'm seeing is a bunch of people in whirlwind range.
You're talking a lot of shit for somebody within whirlwind distance.
It's true. I have all my source points. I got an onslaught for the first one who wants to fuck around and find out.
She shall not die today.
The paladin looks at you as Kem turns away and silently mouths thank you.
Okay, we did it.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Find a cell for her. And the rest of you have your duties. Move.
Yeah, well, you're all just fucking gawking around.
Move along. Move along. Yeah, I keep aiming at these accidentally and being worried that I'm going to shoot at somebody or
You can
something.
take arrow shafts out.
Oh, yeah, definitely do that. I'm going to go talk to the wife. No, come back, wife.
Oh, by the divine, thank you. I'll never forget this kindness.
I'll never forget this kindness, but I'm going to run around like a crazy person. Oh. Okay.
That's it.
We got a reward. Chain
Oh, cool.
lightning, we don't need. Magical riveted helmet, not good. Wizard boots.
I mean, all these metal shields they have lying around are worth about 1,000 each, is all I'm saying.
I'm gonna take.
I'm getting my reward other ways.
Report all sorcerers to the nearest Magister.
I'm going to put these boots on Losa, I think, because her shoes right now are trash.
Sure.
Losa, we finally found you some new boots.
Oh, what a big painting of Alexander. Scoop!
In the pocket. Did you get these rangers and whatever on the ground? Nope. Ugh, somebody's moaning inside of whatever this area is.
This is the Magister Barracks.
Nothing. Just more Magister rubbish.
Well, I suppose we can go and continue to talk to Lord Kem if we want.
I'm gonna poke around these here barracks first, I think.
I think this is where Lord Kem is.
I found... Ooh, okay. I found a crumpled note that says, destroy after reading. 1. Purity of mind. 2. Order of society. 3. Discipline of body. 4. Loyalty to the divine. Send that to you in case it matters later.
Oh, Magister's mottos. Yeah. I can hear... Oh! Divine boots.
Oh yeah, it's Paladin de Blanchefort, who's cursed here, is having a bad time.
That's why. And I can hear Kem inside talking about how he never should have let Alexander take power.
Oh boy, and there's a big-ass prison underneath here, too.
Yeah, there's also a sewers under the city as well, so...
Something tells me we're gonna have to go into those at some point.
I sent some cool-ass boots to Fane that I just found.
This giant painting of Alexander I have weighs 150 pounds.
The worst thing about this game is scrolling up and down through the inventory, and it randomly just scrolls back to the top for no reason. I don't know why. Hey, you see,
These are
dude?
just kind of boots that help with movement and dodging and stuff. They might be better for Losa.
Yeah, they might just replace the wizard boots that I just got. That's sneaking, initiative, movement. Did you send them to her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We
Initiative.
can deal with
Yeah, it's
the
pretty much a
moaning
straight
and
upgrade.
shouting Paladin Blanchford over here.
Is he in the barracks?
Yeah, the other way in the barracks, not the way I just went.
Oh.
Notice, all these white Magister swords and shields and stuff are worth 800 per sword and 1,000 per shield. So all I'm saying is give me them.
There's a rat somewhere in here. Fretful rat. Ah, there you are. Excuse me, sir.
Skitters around your ankles in excitement.
You help me, mistress, please. These blue-cloaked beasts are keeping
Is
her
that
locked
you who
in the
got
cage
that?
underground. Please hurry. She'll be grateful.
Yeah, it was.
Search for the rat's owner.
Who is the rat's mistress?
She's locked in the
mistress, but
prison.
she needs help. The holding mistress in the prison downstairs, asking her questions. She's locked in a cage of metal bars, but of magic.
Gross. I found a pair of panties in a chest, and the flavor text is, it smells like this particular pair missed more than one laundry day. Why was my guy's first fucking go-to sniffing it?
Big ol' gross. Maybe you couldn't help it.
I'm gonna choose the headcanon that I like. Oh wait. That one.
Picture.
I'm hitting the plaques in order. Hang on, don't click them.
If there was anything important.
Oh, are you gonna? Does it like see if it? Oh, I spotted a trap. Where the fuck is the trap? Oh.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Would have thought that did something because that had that order of things, right? And this one,
Careful now.
I just clicked on the plaques in that order.
Hold on, I'm disarming a bunch of traps in this room over here. In fact, Losa, why don't you just take a quick back step here? E. Be careful in this room. I found a bunch of traps. I don't know what more there might be, but nothing yet. Why were there only traps in that corner? I don't understand.
No idea.
Mashed potatoes.
I've spotted something.
Aha, Dave.
There's a way under.
Oh shit.
A sequence of numbers has been engraved on the face of the mechanism. 1324. Below this are 4 dials. Each of the 4 dials bears 4 phrases that can be rotated into place. The first dial must be set.
Okay, hold on. So it's 1, 3, 2, 4 from left to right. The first order of Magister, whatever is... Give me a second.
Purity of mind, I believe.
I'm gonna pull up the piece of paper.
It's called Crumpled Note.
It's called Magister's Mottos. Some of them update when you read them. Okay, so which one is first?
1.
Purity of mind.
And then 3.
Discipline of body.
2.
Order of society.
And then loyalty to the divine.
Yep, somewhat sensibly.
The sounds of gears turning and a bolt withdrawing.
The hatch yields.
The hatch yields, clicking open.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I was gonna save before we went in. Are terrible things happening?
No. But someone worked hard to keep this place secret, is what it says.
Oh god. Okay, now that the game has finally updated. Oh wait, Losa, you can also come too. I'm sorry, I forgot about you.
I can hear Lucy.
Yep. She's borking upstairs for whatever reason. Raymond's orders. This mundane list of duties looks to have been distributed amongst magisters throughout the Reaper's Coast. Is that it? Oh, alright. Bark not so much, dog. Actually, people in the audience might not be able to hear that because I have a little bit of a noise gate on the microphone, but not as much for Discord.
Careful, I spotted a trap.
Ha! I fucking knew it. There's a bunch of traps over here. Losa, please step back. Oop, that was me. Me, please step back. Now me, step forward. Are you just getting Lucky Charmed over there?
Mm-hmm. Wow, a noble hat. This literally grants the background noble.
Oh, no shit. That's pretty rad.
There's something behind
How
this
dumb does it
painting.
look is the question.
There's something behind this painting. I'm gonna read this intelligence brief quickly and then follow my helpful hint from myself.
I sent you the noble hat for funsies.
That's pretty rad. I'm already a noble.
Ooh, antler.
I've spotted something.
What I spot? Spotted a tiny button.
More Magister trickery. They must have many secrets to go to all these lengths.
Okay, so I found a button called Society and a button called Button.
Careful now.
Ah.
There's a trap.
Ouch, my footies. I got a little tiny bit of poisoned. Magister's lab directions? Ah, the spore is in the new research lab. You can reach it through a hidden hatch on the shore behind the barracks. Don't confuse it with the sewer gate. Reinhardt made that mistake. Couldn't get the smell off for weeks. Kind of funny.
I found, yeah. So you found the letter noting the location of the hidden Magister thing. So that gave us the seed of power. Advanced that a little bit.
Okay, cool. And yes, Kamala, there's lots of poison bottles of wine here. Not my favorite vintage, but skeleton.
I found
brew.
a lot of normal wine.
No, all the wine over here is Poisson. Blank ass sheet of paper.
Oh, so by the way, this is saying search the underground vault. The Whites have a secret vault beneath the Magister Barracks. Accessed from a storeroom. Could Dallas be hiding there?
Oh my god. If we just fucking catch Dallas with her pants
click
down.
in.
Oh, okay.
I found a list of just people that were shipped to Fort Joy.
I can hardly be expected to feel pity for another creature's incompetence.
Oh,
Fane, we
Fane.
stopped you from rejoining the Void Spawn, you fucking dum-dum.
Yeah, don't talk about us like you're
Also,
high
there's a
and
locked
mighty.
chest here.
Okay. I'm checking out the rest of this room. I have a feeling that they're...
Look out. I see a trap.
Ouch. Well, there's some really shitty random traps that just exploded my feet.
Man, I'm having a much better time over here.
Ah,
There's no
there's
traps.
something behind this painting.
Just kind of walking around picking up mushrooms.
Nah, behind all the paintings in here are, I can't disarm that. Behind all the paintings in here are, like, buttons and things that you can press. Like, I assume behind Purity of Mind is... Yep, a button called Mind.
Careful now, that's a trap.
This is the loyalty of the Divine One.
How come I got the shitty room?
Hey, I'm in your shitty room now, too.
Get out of my shitty room!
Ah, there's something behind this painting.
Fancy shield, a chest key. A paladin prayer, the divine. So maybe I found the key for that.
Purity of mind was the first one, so I'm press that.
Okay.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
Careful, I spotted a trap.
Also, I'm taking all this poison wine for Fane.
Yeah, no, he loves poison wine. Warden's report. Ah.
Oh, well, there's a button that just opened this.
Was that button or was that...
This was just button.
Okay, yeah.
I've spotted something. Later.
Ouch.
Well, it went mind, then society, right?
Mind, society, body, divine. Let's do that so everybody can see and also we can remember. Okay, some kind of potions and such. Will you ever go away, Acid, I wonder?
Careful, I spotted a trap.
Oh, it's a fucking... I don't know what that is, but there's another trap on this door here.
That's mind. I'm assuming this button here was the one for society.
Oh, cool. It's a ring that grants healing ritual.
There's some mechanism at work behind these walls.
You can't eat bones, right? It's just flesh?
Yeah.
Okay. Open report. Oh, these pages contain intelligence on you, Arhu, and Kem.
And Kem, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me about them.
Keep an eye on Arhu. Tendency to disappear in cat form, but his presence is
Here's the fucking other button.
Presence is vital as a keeper of the temple. Kem, fully investigated by Dallas. She worries that he may have learned about the Black Pits operation. Oh, I see you hit the trap over there.
No, I found a button that said death.
Oh, well that kind of makes sense.
I figured they could be lying.
I mean, maybe. Oh, did I get rid of rain again? God damn. Guess I don't need it, technically. We are still alive, so maybe it wasn't accurate. I looked through a couple of these things. I didn't check in the desk yet.
There's just some paper.
Okay.
Well, because, okay, so there's a button that says mind, a button that says... Oh, there's White Magister Hux.
You are no Magister, no Paladin either. Resourceful of you to breach our inner circle. I'm sure Marwell must be fuming.
Ah, yes, Tornado will do. That's a good idea.
Tell me, does Ark still stand?
Arx does still stand, but why would you ask me
I
that?
was investigating possible threats to
Oh,
Arx.
there's the fucking
My
society
inquiries
button.
led me
Okay,
to
duh.
suspect that a dwarven enclave was planning something significant from within the city's sewers.
Okay, so in the city sewers, the dwarves are still
They've long used the sewers for
probably going to do the whole
something changed recently.
death fog deal.
Nervous. More guards, more hidden chambers, more secrets. I fear that an attack against the city might be imminent. Good Queen Justinia seeking to take advantage of the disarray in the Order, perhaps. There was nothing of great importance, just some restricted goods. The dwarves ransacked the Divine Order ship recently. The Peacemaker.
I love how the ship called the Peacemaker is the one carrying, like, death fog.
If that's what they're hiding down there, then they must be stopped.
What happened to you, bro?
I followed orders, that's what. Magister Raymond decreed that no white magister should fall into captivity.
Oh, wow.
No matter what.
Raymond decreed
Better a
that
quick poison
white
than
magisters
sloppy
all had to
thrust
die
in the
rather than be
palate grave
captured.
anyway.
The spirit offers you a wry smile.
I'm in a poor position to keep tabs on the living. All I know is that Dallas arrived in the city with a sizable retinue of my white magister brethren. Magister Raymond may not be with us in person, but his orders were clear, and we obeyed.
That is a lot of money.
What?
I'll let you find out yourself. But dibs. Officially calling dibs.
Did you find the secret passage? Oh, holy
I
shit.
did. You want to know how much is in it?
I do.
I'll let you look.
Oh, hold on. Trap. Okay. 572.
Yep.
That's it.
Exactly.
Ah.
That is way more physically than 572. There's
I mean,
a treasure
the
chest
thing
and
is
shit,
that
too.
there's like giant diamonds and gold and a silver cup and a giant diamond. And...
Oh yeah, all of these have some extra money, but it just made me fucking laugh. Yeah, Alex, you were indeed correct. Also, confiscated Ancient Empire air staff.
What is that?
It's that unique staff on the wall.
Oh, it's a level 19 staff. Int, two-handed, and Aerothurge, which is basically
You do
just
also need to
straight
pick the
up
lock
better
on
than
that chest.
Divine Reckoning. And it grants me Tornado as a base skill, which is so dope. Well, turns out Alexander's staff is no longer useful.
You still need to pick that.
I know. I'm putting this, I'm ruining this now before I forget for 10 streams. Okay. Skills are needed. Saving. Why would you do that? Oh.
Oh wow, okay, what?
What?
I went down a level and I'm being attacked.
Oh. Also the stuff in the chest was pretty terrible. What's attacking you?
3 geists.
Oh boy, okay. There's ghosties. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, welcome to the Thunderdome.
The Geist is right the fuck in front of us. These guys kind of don't look like they screw around. There are so many oil barrels and things around here. Don't rupture Los's tendons or whatever. Oh, Jesus!
Oh, they hit a lot.
Yeah, Los is gonna die. Wait, 121, and this does 131 to 138. Yeah, Los is dead on her turn. Do you want to put death proof on Losa?
Yeah, I'm also looking to see if I have any scrolls.
I can death proof somebody with Losa after the fact. So it would be a not so fun way to instantly to begin this battle by instantly getting Losa knocked out.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately silenced, so I can't really do anything. Do this.
A Chudy 12719. Surely you weren't coming in to try to sell us followers.
Okay, so like a little fire.
JHC.
But just a little fire.
Okay, well, I have enough. I have 2 turns in a row because of my initiative. That I can do this.
Yeah. Remember, you click on the ghost and then you click where you're resurrecting them to, so don't put her in the fire.
I'm gonna do something different for a second then. Can I do jimpy jumps up there? No? Come on.
It's not letting you jump up there?
No.
Can you run up there?
There is a ladder, indeed. It takes 2 AP, though. Okay, well, at the very least, I can now... I have an angle enough that I can resurrect her outside of where all the shit's going down.
Well, that's good. Can you resurrect her up there?
No, the range is pretty short, and I can't see there, apparently.
I think it's a bunch of smoke from the fire, maybe?
It could be.
This fire is only 1 to 2 fire damage, by the way.
Oh, it's just basic-ass fire?
Very basic fire.
She does get her turn after
next.
mine and before my subsequent turn, so... I'm also going to get out of this corner. Alright, Los, attempt to heal the shit out of yourself. That. Rallying cry. Isn't Rallying Cry supposed to... Oh, it's just Vitality and Magic Armor, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's Vitality and Magic. But the more people in range, the more it heals.
Okay. When's the next Geist going? It's the one next to you, huh?
It's the one next to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Classic Flaming Bone Widow. Oh no, all your armor, buddy.
It's a damn shame.
Oh no, that's annoying. They have walk it off. One less turn for status effects. I am going to...
Including positive statuses. That's why we didn't get it.
Yeah. You said you sent a knockdown arrow to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get fucked. And then this is the one over here shooting at you, right? Hooray!
I mean, this dude's gonna get one shot by me, so...
Oof. That just disease you, is that all?
Yep.
Okay. And then this...
Did 1 HP. 988 armor, and 1 HP damage.
Wow. This guy on the ground, we can actually do some damage to now. Path is interrupted. Oh, fine.
I mean, between the Incarnate going and you getting to go again before him, that guy's dead. And then I can kill the Geist over here.
What I was gonna do is...
Don't teleport him away from me.
Oh, is Fane the only one? Cannot swap selected targets. Why not? That's annoying. I wanted to nether swap the guy into where you are, so the other one would be right next to you. But
I think nether swap can only be
it can be
friendly.
Any two things. The problem is that I think there's not enough space for it to exist in the area where you are.
Definitely teleported knockdown guys before, but I haven't tried nether swap. Honestly, it doesn't really matter.
I'll do that. It is worth the damage. That's a dangerous corner.
Nah, I'm just gonna murder him.
It's not gonna be a dangerous corner for much longer.
Fang can't really do too much, so...
It is kind of surprising. Every time we come into a place with like a big old fire trap, I always think it's going to burn some important thing, and the game's going to be like, oh no, you burned the log, and now you have to...
Never does.
Figure out how to do something on your own, but no. It has yet to do that.
Fuck you, path is interrupted.
Yeah, there's that...
Your spider is in the way of him getting in there. But I literally get 2 turns in a row, so I'm just going to kill both of them.
Yeah, and I'm going to be able to weaken this geist to 700, so go nuts. You might take both in one.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah. Room filled with smoke and we all died.
Sounds right.
Bedroll. Okay, another open report book. Raymond, I've received my final report from agents and arcs. Our enemies are many, but my primary concerns are with the individuals that know how to access the Crypt of Lucian. Oh. One of these individuals is obvious, the Crypt's keeper, Lord Arhu. I know Arhu's under your surveil. See that you increase your efforts and report any unusual activities to me. You must not interfere with the grand design. Don't know what that is. Sure are a lot of dead... Oh, the spirit of Magister Raymond is right here.
Oh, there's also a spirit of a white Magister, yeah.
Bunch of randos and then Raymond himself. Alright, Raymond, what do you got for me? Where's Dallas? You must be at the cathedral as we speak, hovering above Lucian's holy corpse, the Aeterin in hand. At last she will purge the powers of the gods still raging within.
Okay.
Oh, were those... Yeah, were those geists the Magisters?
I don't think this is the cathedral.
This is how Lucian, even in death, will become the savior of us all. With him, all source will wither. With him, divinity itself will die. No source, no void woken. That's what we promised from the start. A cure that will save the world. Well,
yeah, but they don't know that literally we are beings of source and are made from it. So I'm pretty certain they'd fuck us too.
Yes, and additionally, they don't know that the veil is what's holding back most of the void woken. Like, they pierced the veil, but they didn't destroy it completely, from what I understand. So, if this happens, then we are well and truly fucked. She'll be dead or in chains soon enough.
Spirit smiles. The
I just sent you a Raymond's journal.
Oh, cool. What the fuck? Lord Kem's down here now, dude. Do you see that? All the...
What? Why is he... Paladins with the... I'm going to this treasure chest before they get there. A crazy spear, some leggings, and a journal.
Damn it. Excellent work. I had my doubts about you.
Damn it, Jeff.
What?
This is what's in this fancy thing. Raymond. It's a note. Our efforts to follow the true teachings of Lucian have taken an unlikely turn. In order to save Rivellon from the evils of Source, we must first seek the aid of history's most notorious sorcerer, Brachus Rex. The Mad Sorcerer King will be able to lead us to the Aeterin, and then we can purge Source from wherever it lurks in the world. A captured Black-Ringed Necromancer named Tarkin has managed to raise Brachus from his grave. As long as he remains controlled by my leash, we shall be able to use him to put our plans into motion.
Yo,
Once we have prevailed, we can dispose of both Brachus and the Necromancer.
Tarkin.
Brachus shall remain at my side. I will present him to others as Master Vredman, a scholar and advisor. I need your assistance in keeping Vredman's true identity a secret. Our plan depends on it. Guard this information with your life, Dallas.
Fucking Dallas and fucking Vredman.
I sent you that as well.
Fucking Tarquin.
Yeah, we have to go have a fucking chitty chat with Tarkin.
Yeah. Lord Linderkem is talking to Losa and saying, "Wow, what a great job finding this place."
Yeah, you did. Fuck all, bud.
Then returns his eyes to you and gives you an imperious.
It's a shame that every document worth reading I've already taken.
I'm sure you've prayers to submit and acquaintances to greet. My paladins will see to any further concerns.
There's a secret
Goodbye
document
now.
that contains the details of one named Karen, K-A-R-O-N.
You have done
Seriously,
fine
do
work
not
here,
leave him
friend.
unattended. The danger is immense.
spoil
They
it
didn't call
with
him the
stupidity.
mistake for nothing, you know. He can control massive amounts of source if given the opportunity. I shudder to even think of what happened the last time he was in full control of his powers. And that just gave us a new quest in 40k.
Who was this? It was mentioning?
K-A-R-O-N.
Karen. Oh shit, it's Karen.
Oh god, it's Karen.
Karen
They
wants to
control
see
so
the
much
manager
source.
of Source. Lord Linderkem is getting all pissy, being like, "Hey, thanks. Now you can get out of here."
Is of the divine order. She
I will
is
fucking
our
kill him so
responsibility.
hard.
I won't.
If he's like shoving us out, then I
Turn
guarantee he's
this
a
place
bad
up.
guy.
If there's nothing else, we have a lot to do.
So I could tell him.
I am not a
No, we tell him nothing.
to be perused at your leisure.
Oh, I can tell him about Dallas is like at the body of Lucian right now.
Enjoy
I don't know if we do though.
I don't know. I'm not going to mention it now. We can always come back a little bit. We can always find him upstairs later. So he was like, "Yes, don't touch anything in here," which
That's a damn shame because I am busy touching everything.
Okay. I was about to say, if you just looted something and he didn't get shitty about it, then
I've been looting things this whole time.
yeah. Famous orders, Warden's report, all the same books from earlier.
Yeah, I have many copies of those.
Oh, unidentified two-handed sword. That's divine.
Okay.
It looks pretty rad. I'll send it to Fane. Let me know if it's cool as hell. Did they all come down the stairs or something?
They did. I think there was another entrance to this room.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick through the last of these desks and things. Oh, there's a teddy bear in there.
Books and letters everywhere. It'll take ages to comb through.
Oh yes, so it sounds like Lord Kem is suspicious of Dallas, but not. He doesn't obviously know the full depth of the shittiness of Dallas.
Few do.
They must have left some evidence. Why else try to burn it?
They must have left some evidence. Was there anything in that big chest in the middle?
Nope.
Nope.
What big chest? I haven't even seen a big chest. Meanwhile, the spear of the white Magister is standing right behind him that he can't see.
Probably just fuming.
Also, it looks like they committed suicide. something. They drink poison wine.
Yes, yeah. I think the whole point is that all of the white magisters were supposed to like end themselves instead of being captured by any paladins or giving up the very information that we are now
continuing to hide from the paladins.
Yes.
Well, I don't like this Chem guy. I don't trust him.
No, Chem I'm not so sure about.
And that's mostly just based on the fact that so far every person in charge we've come across has just not actually been on our side.
Yes. Basically everybody
could make quite an ally.
Oh,
is that you?
No, me making the save, yeah. But Chem just mentioned a mistake. That mistake could.
A lot of strings and arcs, I see.
Oh, that would be Karen.
Okay, so Chem is getting some of the information that we found. The one thing he hasn't mentioned anything about specifically was you just go upstairs?
I did, yeah. That was just the steps that we could have taken to come down.
Oh, okay. From where? From, like, the upper floor or something?
Yeah. We came down this hidden ladder in the back.
Oh, okay. I guess we just... Maybe the thought is... If we do the hatch thing, we got much closer to the treasure chest before the motherfuckers could get in.
Because, like, those guys came at us real fast.
They sure did. Well, wow.
That ended up being significantly more going on.
Yeah, wow, holy shit. Vredeman is Brachus Rex.
Yeah, fucking fuck.
That's... I
don't know who the fuck thought resummoning Brachus Rex is a good call.
Yeah, yeah. Well...
I'd like to have a chat with Tarkin.
Yes, I think, well, so it's 11:36 now. I think we can telly back to the Lady Vengeance, put ourselves on the edge of the boat.
Redman is Brachus Rex.
Yes. Yeah, no, Tarkin, the necromancer who's on our boat and we thought we were good friends with, raised...
I don't know about good friends.
Well,
I know the
temporary allies, yeah. He raised Brachus Rex, but they had to conceal the... No, Vredeman was Brachus Rex.
Vredeman is Brachus Rex.
Yes, Tarquin was used to raise Brachus Rex, but they had to pretend that he was Vredeman instead.
So I don't see Tarkin out here anymore. Maybe he's on the Lady Vengeance?
He is on... Yeah, he's always been on the Lady Vengeance.
There are a bunch of squirrels running around.
Oh my god. No. Travel... actually, I guess I can just do this. Travel the city square and then do this to go to Lady Vengeance.
The tier is ice.
Alright, Lady Vengeance. Oh, this is the crashed up Lady Vengeance.
The statue reaches the bottom, drops out.
Hall of Echoes. There we go.
Yeah, that one.
So this is where all of our allies are, like Almira and Mahali and Zrilla and etc. Oh, there's Tarquin right in the corner. Why don't we leave this conversation with Tarquin for the beginning of next time?
Sure.
I think that would be a good thing to begin with. We'll get another lore dump at the beginning.
Yes, I will rehash all of the lore again in the intro. Fucking god damn it, why would you bring back Brachus Rex?
Just put in Tarquin, you bastard, as the name of the save title.
Yeah, and he didn't find that, even if he was like unapologetic about it, he didn't find it something worth mentioning.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason he didn't want to mention it, because everybody who's a sorcerer knows Brachus Rex is a piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably would have just cut him into tiny bits. He's only level 19.
I didn't think we were going to get away with not Brachus Rex, unfortunately.
Oh, no. I thought it was going to be some incarnation, but no, they just revived
Straight up
him.
went with Brachus Rex, yeah.
It's him again.
Oh, man. Is it going to be a dragon at the end of the last boss? Because Brachus Rex turned into a shadow dragon in the first game. Spoilers, I guess, for a game that's like 10 years old now.
Yeah. Maybe maybe our ice dragon friend will come and help us. From the very beginning
God,
of the game.
I fucking hope so. He better make an appearance.
Yep. Well, that will do it for tonight, everybody, I think. Some good progress made. A lot of story reveals have been happening. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Things are coming to a head in arcs. But, yep, Brachus Rex officially back. Fuck that guy. I knew Redeman was a piece of shit. I always disliked him.
Yeah, never liked that guy. But now we know exactly why we don't like him so much.
Negative. So in regards to upcoming streams, I believe this Sunday we'll be doing another Barotrauma stream.
That is the plan.
1 or 2 more weeks of Barotrauma, and then at some point go back to Valheim. Most likely when Ben Mooney can actually join us and CJ's computer is back together. But yeah, I think that's about it for this evening. Anything else to add, Dave?
I don't know. Rick will have you on tomorrow, on Thursday, and then, yeah, more Barotrauma Sunday, and then to be announced for Monday.
TBA, everybody's favorite game.
It might be Green Hell, which is the other of the two for the vote, just because it is pretty fun. But yeah, we'll figure that out, I'm sure.
Wait, is Rick doing a Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer? Is that for real?
I mean, maybe.
Oh, Lord. Wow, he is. Okay, well, that'll be fun.
There you go.
Definitely check that out. Yeah, I think that'll do it for us this evening. Everybody have a good rest of the week. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.